Okay, today we are going to see how we can create layers in AutoCAD. Alright, the most important lecture of AutoCAD, how to manage layers and how we can work with the layers. Before starting any project, you have to create layers and you have to organize your project accordingly. Alright, so I will just create a new file from here. So new file will be created for me. Alright, like this is a new drawing file. But right now I don't have any layer. Only one by default layer I have in AutoCAD, which is called layer 0. When you go here in layer panel, alright, you will see here we have by default layer 0. Whatever you will draw now, everything will be drawn on layer 1. Layer are just a stacking order, alright, like you can place, you can organize your project. Like different objects you can place on different layers, right? Simply if you are working on civil project, you can just place wall on one layer, doors on one layer, furniture on one layer, windows on one layer. Why? Because many times you only want to see walls, so you can hide all layers, right? And you can lock them, you can freeze them, you can like print only one layer as well, right? So if you want to work professionally, and if you want your work should be organized professionally, so you have to create everything in layers. Otherwise, you will mix everything. It will be very hard for you to work or to organize your project. So first thing first, you have to, because if you will draw like it's the same, if you put everything in one bucket, so it will be very hard to sort it out, right, to pick the specific objects. But if you have organized properly in your wardrobe, for example, everything is organized, so you know where is which place is which item. You can go, you can directly pick. Same here, we will also create layers first of all. So how to create layers in AutoCAD? First of all, you will go here in layers panel. By right now we have only layer 0. For example, if you will draw anything like the circle, even the lines, anything you will draw, it will goes on layer 1. You can see everything is drawn on layer 1. Okay. So how we can create more layers? So you have to click on this layer properties icon. When you click here, so it will give you a brand new dialog box. In this, you can create many layers. So it will show you also you have right now one layer which is called layer 0. And it's a green tick, right? Green tick means this layer is active now. This is the current layer. This is the layer on which you are working. Alright. So how to create new layer? You have to click on this icon. The shortcut key is Alt N. When you click on this, the brand new layer will be created. Another layer 1. You can rename it. For example, I am creating civil project. So you can create, for example, walls. Again, once it's created, you can click anywhere, then click again Alt N and it will give you another. For example, now doors. If you want to save your time, if you want to save this layer and create new layer, press comma from the keyboard, right? If you press comma from the keyboard, now you will see the previous layer will be saved and new layer will be created. It's a shortcut method. Press comma. Alright, for example, I will just windows, comma, look, then you can furniture, alright, and comma, then also you can floor, like a lot of layers you can create, okay. So you know when you are going to start your project, you know what are going to be included in my project, what will be the things, even the basic in the start. In later you can also create and you can continue to add, okay. So for example, I have just created these layers, okay. Here you can see you have 6 layers displayed on 6 total layers. So now you have 6 layers, alright, you have created. Now which one is active layer, means which one is current layer, which has this green tick, like 0 is current layer. And here you can see also it's written current layer is 0. And also from this layer panel, you will see which layer is on here, which will be your current layer, means active layer, alright. How I can make the current layer? So just select any layer. For example, I want to make walls my active layer. Select this layer and click on this icon which is called set current. This is one method. When you click, now walls become your current layer. How you will get to know? Check here current layer wall and check here also current layer wall. This is one method. Second method, you can also double click on this icon. Okay, when you double click on this icon, that layer become your current layer, active layer. This is second method. Third method, you can go here, alright, and you can choose also any layer which you want to make a current. Alright, when you click here, so that layer will be automatically converted into current layer. Because you have to make current layer before working, otherwise you will be placing on wrong layer. Okay, now I will start my project with the walls. So I will double click here, so it become my current object. Right now, first of all, I need to change the colors of the layers. So it's very easy. You will see here color properties. These all properties we will learn. Okay, what is on, freeze, lock, color. First we'll see color is the easiest one. For example, for windows, I will just click one click. I will give red color to windows, and walls I keep it white, no change. And furniture, for example, I'll keep it green, and then I have floor, keep it brown or gray or this one, no problem, any color for now you can give. And door, I will give this one yellow color. Alright, then you can close from here. Now if you want to see the layers, just click on drop down. You have all these layers in your project you have created. But the current layer is wall. Alright, for example, now if you will create anything, so it will be created on walls. For example, I'm creating a rectangle. So this rectangle is considered as a wall, and it's been drawn on layer walls. Now, for example, you want to draw a door, so you can select the door layer like this from here. Okay, just I'm giving you example. So for example, here I want to draw my door in the corner. For example, this is your door for just example, like this. So you have drawn this door and its color is yellow. Now if you want to draw windows, select that, make it current, then you can draw a windows. Okay, for example, here is your window, you can draw like this. Alright, so it will be your window. Alright, so that's how you can draw. Okay, so now you have drawn on different layers. Alright, and you know that we have wall, we have window, for example, and we have also door over here. So what are the functions we can do with them? So click here, what properties we can deal with them. So first of all, we have three property of each layer here. First property, we have on and off. So any layer you can just turn off. So we have clicked the window layer. So it's saying just window is a current layer. You really want to do it. Yes, I want to turn off. So it will be turned off. So it will be hidden. Alright. For example, I'll go here, and here I will choose, for example, I want to hide door. So door will be hidden. Look. So from here you can show and hide temporary. Right. Is show and hide, you can do it from here. For example, if I will show you the project here, and here you will see a lot of layers we have. Look, a lot of layers we have. So we have, for example, if you want to switch off any layer, walls, like switch off all walls, look, has been switched off. Same, you want to like other layers, stairs, you can also, doors you want to switch off like this, and layer, look, all doors has been switched off. That's how you can manage, and whatever you will going to draw, you will do like this. I'll come back to my document. So you want to show them again, just click and just click again. Alright, next we have freeze the layers, freeze and unfreeze. What is difference between turn on off layer and freeze? Freeze we use for a long time. You know, when we freeze the things, when we don't want to use for the long time. And on and off is temporary. Just you want to show and hide for the temporary time. But if you want to layer for the long time, what you will do? You will freeze it. So what AutoCAD will not consider that layer, right, when you will freeze it while zooming. For example, okay, here you have one, okay, here one, for example, look at this. So I have created this one, and just imagine this one is my window. So what I will do, I will just freeze it from here. Alright, I will just change my current layer. I will make it wall. Now my current layer is wall, so it will be easy for me to turn off. I will just click in here. I will freeze the windows. Now the window layer has been frozen. Means hide also. So if you will zoom it, okay. So how to zoom? For example, here we have view, and here I want to show the navigation pan. So you go to view menu, and here we have a navigation bar here. So when I will click here, zoom extends. Zoom extends means to zoom everything you have drawn. Whatever you have drawn, zoom extends mean everything. When you click here, you will see, alright, it will zoom whatever you have drawn. It's not considering the layer window because it's frozen. Okay, I'll go back. Okay, then I will just go my layer, and from here I will unfreeze and I will hide it now. If I will hide it, okay, then if you will zoom it, extend, alright, after hidden, okay, zoom extend, now you will see it will also zoom that window layer, right? If you will freeze, it will not consider. For example, I will freeze it, right? Now if you will zoom, look, it will not consider that one, look, right? So frozen means for the long time, on and off for temporary, right? So you can use this one, it's only a bit difference. Then we have lock layer. If you lock from here, so you cannot add it, so it will show you also that layer has been locked. Nobody can work on that like this. Even if you want to delete, it will not delete. Clear? Alright. So these three properties you can control from here. Even fourth properties, color you can also change, okay, from this panel. If you want to change color, you can change color of the layer. Alright. So I will select and delete. Okay, it's not deleting because it's locked. I will go back and unlock it. Then you can just delete this one. Okay. Okay. Now what I want to do, for example, here we have some switches. Okay, in layer panel we have some switches. All right. I say some switch. Some people say toggle button. Some says like it's a control. But I say switch because you can switch on and off. All right. So first switch we have, which is called on and off. If you want to if you want to turn off any particular layer, you don't know the name of that layer. I don't know this because if thousands of layers are, if you want to check, just select the object, so it will show you which layer is falls in. I mistakenly have placed in column layer, but it's okay. Okay, so if you select this one, these objects are falling on layer wall. So I will go here and turn off, take this switch or control and just click on that layer. So that layer will be hidden. So you can take any switch from here and click on that layer. So that layer will be hidden. Alright, go again and just click again. Alright, you want to hide this one and this will be hidden. If you want to show them back, just click here and just turn all layers on. So the layers will be on. Alright, so turn off selected layer and turn on. So you can use this to switch. Then next switch we have isolate. This is the important one. I like it. Its function. It means you can isolate, you can separate one layer. So that layer will be on. The rest of the layer will become off, switched off. For example, you want to see only walls. Isolation means separation. Alright. So click on this layer. Alright, and enter. And then you will see only that layer will be isolated. Alright, for example,
you selected the switch and then you click on
yes. Alright, for example, here I want to isolate the windows. Alright, so you take this switch, isolate, click on that layer and enter. Alright, that layer will be isolated. If you want to see what happened actually, so it will switch off all the layers. Look at here, all layers has been switched off, only the layer which is isolated is on. Alright, so you can do one by one also. It will take time. Here we have another switch which is called unisolate. When you click here, so all layers will be switched on. Alright, then you have freeze. You want to freeze. I told you the difference on and freeze. You want to freeze any layer, just click on that. That layer will be frozen, and you can do unfreeze as well. Same, we have lock. You can do lock any layer. You don't want like somebody else to make changes. You can lock. Unlock also, you can just unlock. Alright. Then we have make current. This switch is also usable. If you want now, which layer is current layer? Door, right? If you take this switch, make current, and if you click on any layer, so that layer will become current layer. I will take this make current and just click on this wall layer, and now you will see wall is right, because you are working projects. Now you want to draw, for example, doors. Just it will take time. Just take this switch and click here, all right, and click on the door. Now you can start working, like you can make other doors, right? Yeah, here is one mistake. Many students do this mistake. I have drawn this object on layer door, but the color is not same as a layer of the door, right? So what is the problem here? The problem is the color property of this object is not set to by layer. Alright, it's very important. Some students, before creating layers, they change the color of the object. So you have to match these three properties we have here. We will study in detail later. But now these properties, make sure these properties are matched by layer, like this. For example, if you will select this one, look at its color according to by layer. So if you will change its color, for example, so every object fall on that layer, the color will be changed if its color property is by layer. So this one you have to be careful, right? For example, if I will choose this floor and I want to create some floor, and looks still its color, this object is not getting the color of the floor. So you need to change the color property by layer. So now whatever color you will change on the layer, it will be linked. Alright. So make sure. How you will make sure when you select this one, just check here property of the color. Is it by layer? The line weight, is it by layer? Okay. Is it by layer? Okay, great. Okay. Now whatever changes you will make on layer, it will be appearing here as well. Okay. Alright. The make current is clear, right? So you can want to make any layer current, just click on that. Then we have match layer. Okay. For example, okay, you have created some objects. Okay, here, for example, this one you have created on layer floor. All right. Now you want to shift this one to the layer of shade, for example, the yellow one, or any other layer. Okay, for example, furniture. Let's see furniture, we have any layer. So they have created actually the wrong layer. Okay, if you want to match, for example, this to any other thing, for example, let's see, you are creating stairs. So here we have this one, all right? And I'm just giving you example. Okay, so now these objects falls under floor. Okay, I want to match with this layer. Okay, every layer is here is wrong. All right, I know who created this project. Okay, so what we will do, so we will select this one. If you want to match this one to the other layer, so what you will do, just select this one and click on match layer. All right, then just click on that layer. All right, so this will be matched. Okay, select object first. Okay, match layer and click on this. So this object should be matched. All right, so click here and match layer. On destination, yeah, it should be. What's wrong with this? It's a door. All right, click here and match layer. All right. Okay, why it's not changing? Okay, match layer, select this object. All right, then enter, then click here. All right, still, why not? Okay, come over here. Let's see, I will unisolate every object. Okay, now for example, I have drawn rectangle. All right, here now I want to change match this one to window. Select this one and click on match layer. All right, then click on this layer. It's maybe some problem on that document. Okay, so you can match layer also. If you have drawn any objects, for example, again you have drawn on wall. Now you realize it's a door. So you can just select it, then match layer and just click on that. So you can match layer as well. Okay, so it will transfer this object to this particular layer, right? So that's how you can just create layers and how you can transfer objects also, right? So you have to be specific while creating layers as well, okay?